you right out of what you're used to. So I went to school in New York, and then I was just going to start working my 9 to 5 in New York. And I think this kind of gives you a good bridge in terms of kind of saying, okay, work life is a little different than school. You're expected, to be at the office during certain hours. My classes were all over the place, for example. And that you work hard during that time, you don't necessarily have homework. And I think the fact that we were around other people our age going through that at the same time in India was really important. So we all kind of talk about, oh, you don't get grades like you do in school. You kind of just hand it over and then the client says they're pleased or not, or you don't get any feedback. So being around other people my age was really important, I'd say. We learned business knowledge, domain knowledge. We learned about technology, and we learned about project management, agile methodology. So it doesn't matter what they throw at me. I generally have some inkling of some of the background behind it. In terms of getting assigned to a project, I was interviewed while I was at GMI for an open need to shadow a project on my current account because the current BA wanted to roll off. And so basically the day I came back, I was on the project. GMI helped me with my transition from university to work by kind of giving a platform for a lot of new graduates to adapt to the working environment together in a foreign country. So you're really taken out of your comfort zone, but at the same time, you're with a lot of other people who just graduated. So we're all kind of going through it together, and no one has an upper hand because we're in their hometown. We're all experiencing work life together, and I think that was really important, and it's definitely affected the way that I approach work life here. And I will say, at GMI, we had a survival skills week, and during that week, the person playing the role of the client was very tough. And so at the time, I thought he was being unnecessarily tough, but I think it was important he did that because you will encounter difficult people at the client site. I think my proudest moment that I've experienced since I returned from GMI was my end of the year party with my account. When I was sitting around the table and I looked at all the people around me and I realized that I was really part of this team, and I'd only met them a few months ago. And I really felt like they valued my work. Even though I was just an associate, I felt like I was an integral part of the team as much as the director was.